Hi.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Excited to be here. Glad to get started.
Yes, me too.
Well, tell me what you did this summer in your class.
All I did was grad school. But now I went to Ireland for a week.
Oh, congratulations.
Which is
a great trip. It's been a while since I've been there, but
yes, it was beautiful.
Find my drink here. There's Tabitha. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Great. How are things in Columbia?
Hot.
It has been every time I've been there.
That's right. 95 or above every day.
Yeah. No, the joke back when I was younger was my dad, when he was in the Army, he went to Fort Jackson for his basic training.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in ROTC, I did my summer camps at Fort Bragg, and we would compare the temperature. And I'd always tell him that it was much hotter at Fort Bragg in Fayetteville than it was in Columbia, but I think I was just pulling his leg. I've never been to a place hotter than Columbia.
Yes.
That's it. Whitney, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. And there's Stephanie.
Hey.
There's another one of my Columbia people. How are you doing?
Good.
All right. Let's see. So we've got Melissa, and we got Stephanie, and we got Tabitha. And we got Whitney. I talked to Bruce earlier today. He's got athletic director duties. And the reason I mentioned that is the feedback that I have gotten so far is that it would be better to move this to 7 o'clock in the evenings. Does that sound reasonable?
Yes, for me.
That's my best time too. Classes normally start at 5, but I always move these Zoom sessions to 7 if everybody agrees on that. And so next week we'll start at 7, and it'll make it a lot easier. And remember, these are optional. You can always watch the YouTube after we get through with this tonight. I'll process the video. It takes 30 minutes or so to process it, and then it takes about 30 minutes to upload it to YouTube. You folks have done this, so you know what I'm talking about. So about an hour after we get through, I'll send you an email when it's available to watch these on YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in and see. Can y'all see course overview from Blackboard on your screens?
Yeah. Yes.
Excellent, excellent. So the first thing is the enrollment verification activity. I've only got 2 of you who have not done that. So if you have not, go ahead and complete that when you can for your enrollment. So we've only got 2 left, so please do that. So the enrollment act verification. All right, welcome and course introduction. This is 604. Some of you are add-ons. Some folks are add-ons, and so that are in your cohort. So they will not be with us this semester. They will be responsible to keep up with their evidence artifact work. Folks who are add-ons are in 602 and 604. They don't attend those classes. So if you're missing some folks, that's where they are. But the rest of you who are in the regular traditional master's program are with me for the next 14 this week and then 13 more sessions. Let's look at some dates right quick. Our Zoom session dates, and remember, after today, they'll go to 7 p.m. The 7th, 24th, 21st, and 28th, 5th. October 14th is, I'm counting that as spring break week. I know the university observes spring break on Monday and Tuesday, 2 weeks after that. So that means we don't get one that week. They're back in session on Wednesday. So I normally try to do it about the middle of October. And so we won't have a session the week of on October 14th, that week of the 12th due to fall break. Then we'll be back on again for 4 more sessions in November, remembering that we won't have one the week of Thanksgiving. We won't have a session that week, and then we'll have 2 sessions in December, and we'll be through. I'll be available. You can email or call me anytime. If you have questions, issues, concerns, I'll be glad to take your call. I will respond to your emails. I'll be on here on Zoom every week. Now, the purpose of being on Zoom is not for me to reiterate what's in the weekly schedule in terms of your reading and discussion board activities. It's to add supplementary things, to answer questions, moderate discussions, and we'll do 6 weeks of peer reviews where you will do your own peer reviews. And I'll get more into that in just a second. So 6 weeks of those. And so let me kind of jump into that. Student groups of 3 will present peer reviews starting with APTEL Component B at the Zoom session on Wednesday the 28th. So you got basically a month. In that time, you need to complete your APTEL Component B and submit it to discussion board for peer review. Now, as an individual student, you will do 1 written review of the ones that come into discussion board. Let me look and see. You can comment on those in assignment Dropbox. Let's see what I've got in there. Looks like I asked you to just do 1 written peer review of, just pick 1 person at random and peer review and do a written peer review and upload it into assignment Dropbox. And then also in assignment Dropbox, once your components have been peer reviewed and they're ready for task stream comments, you just drop them in here. This is where I get your grades for the semester. Your grades come in from your components that have been peer reviewed and edited by you and ready for task stream. And then I want 1 written, 1 of 18. There's 17 other students in class. Just do a written peer review of 1 of them for each of them. Is that clear?
You said just 1 of someone else's.
1 of someone else's, and put it in assignment Dropbox, a written one. Now you can comment in discussion board. So you can go to discussion board when they post them in discussion board. You can as you can see, they'll put them in here. You can comment on them there. And I'd like for you to comment on pretty much all of them if you'd like to. If you see something you like or don't like, just comment on them. But do 1 full written one using the format, the peer review format, using it. Do 1 full written one, but then just comment on everybody's. If you see something that interests you, if you don't, then just pass on it. But if you see something you like, I want to kind of leave that open-ended so you can chime in if you see something. Oops, you missed this, or wow, I didn't think about that kind of thing. So you can comment on everybody's, but just write 1 of them up. Now, back to the Zoom peer reviews. I know that you all, Stephanie, I've seen one of yours. I think you or someone sent me one of yours. I know y'all know how to do these, and so what I've done is I put you in groups of 3. You can look for the Excel spreadsheet. I have it with your groups already formed. Let's see. It's in, go to Zoom session 5. We go to Zoom session 5. There will be an Excel spreadsheet here. Let's see if it'll open.
Dr. Lamb, I don't see the same welcome page on my Blackboard to get to that online verification link.
All right, if you will go to course overview. On the top left menu, go to course overview.
Left. I don't see that top left.
Right here on yours, do you have
Okay.
overview?
All right, I found it.
For some reason, my 604 is not coming up at the home page as course overview like it's supposed to. It's course content. I don't know why it's doing that, and I called the Blackboard people, and they don't know why either. So you just have to click on course overview. Okay. So once you click on course overview, the very first thing that you will see is this enrollment verification activity. That's a good point, and probably the other person, I think, maybe William, I think maybe that's probably his problem too. So when you sign into your 604 class on Blackboard, be sure to go to course overview, and that's where the enrollment verification activity is. Very good. All right, back to what I have done is put you in groups of 3 for the first 3 of your peer reviews. The first person the first week will be the leader of the group, and then it will rotate between all 3 members. It will be the Zoom master for that week. You will figure out a time between yourselves when you will be able to speak and do your Zoom, record it. You can either do it live the night of the Zoom session when it's due, or what's better is to record it at a time that's more convenient for all of you. Send it to me. Send me your YouTube link, and we'll play it the night that it's due. What I'm looking for is for you to use the tenets of a PLC in operating these peer reviews. You know, you have norms, you have values, you have defined roles. One person is the webmaster. I'm looking for you to use the tenets of a PLC to run these meetings efficiently, these Zoom meetings efficiently. And of course, the content will be to peer review one another's work. So each of you will trade it, and you will each review the other two's that night. And I said you'll stay in the same groups for 3 weeks, and you will rotate the Zoom master role. And then for the last 3 weeks, I put you in groups again. I'll put you in different groups each of the last 3 weeks. I want everybody to serve in those last 3 weeks as Zoom master at least one of the 3 weeks. But I want you folks to take the initiative and to set up and run what you need to. As I said, the groups stay the same for the first 3 weeks, switch leaders each week, and then you're going to change groups each week for the last 3, and you'll have to get together and assume who's going to be the leader and what times and those kinds of things. This has become a big part of the Mels program at Gardner Webb. Some of you participated in it last semester or semester before last. I hope all of you have had a chance to do it. If you have questions about Zoom, what I have done for you is I have at the bottom of this course overview page, I have put the new Mels handbook. Now, all this stuff doesn't pertain to you because you're still under the old handbook, but in this handbook is a really nice section on how to do Zoom peer reviews and how to be the webmaster and those things. It's all spelled out for you in detail there. I won't take your time tonight. My time is limited with you, but that new candidate handbook, and again, it's on the bottom of the page, course overview, is how to do Zoom sessions. If you don't remember, or I know all of you should have been involved in one before, but if you don't remember, it's just a primer on how to go about doing your Zoom sessions. So those 6 weeks, you will review the persons in your group. You review their work, the other 2. You'll do one written one for the whole semester on each of the evidence artifact components that are due. And you'll do those 6, and then you will comment on any that you would like to on discussion board. Again, that's not required that you comment on every one of them, but it would be nice if you read them all, if you had something to say that was of value to to your peers to go ahead and to comment on discussion board. Questions about peer review?
I have a question about the Zoom sessions.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And I may have just missed this, but when we do the peer reviews with our groups of 3,
Yes.
when are those Zoom sessions due to you?
All right. The Zoom sessions start on September 28th with Aptel B, and then they proceed the next, and it's right here, then they proceed. So that's Zoom session 5, and then at Zoom session 6, the next week, Aptel Component C will be October 5th. Component D will present the 19th. We'll skip that fall break week, and then we'll pick back up on the 19th. Aptel Component E will be presented on October 26th, and the Aptel Final, that's all A through E. We'll peer review the whole thing. Will be presented on November 2nd. SciAp D will be presented on November 9th. So, Whitney, that's a good question. They're right here on the dates are right here on the course overview page. And if you click on Zoom session 6, it will say peer review, presentation of peer reviews, and it has the dates there too. And I have that on sessions 5 through 10. You can click on any of those sessions and it will give you the dates out by themselves. And 5 has the spreadsheet again. That's where the spreadsheet is. It tells you who your groups are.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I know it's kind of convoluted, but I know you folks know how to do this. I don't want the operation of the organization of this to be too much. What I'm looking for is the content of how you run your meetings, and the content of the feedback that you give your peers is what I'm looking for. And if it's a problem, we can adjust it.
Okay.
You said that we could meet though and just record it and upload
I
it to you.
prefer that you do that at your own convenience. I know that meeting with me once a week is tough, and having a set time. If you and your group should find a better time on the weekend or whatever. Now, time on these things. I'm not expecting war and peace, folks. I'm not expecting you to spend an hour doing this.
Okay.
My thought is since you're peer reviewing, each of you are peer reviewing too, I'm thinking that the whole thing shouldn't last more than what you think. 15 minutes? That's about the length of the ones that folks sent me from last semester.
Okay.
We always did an hour, and I was just wondering, my group was just set on 1 hour, that it had to be an hour, so.
Oh, Lord, no.
Yes, so I was like, I know this doesn't take this long, but.
I got one of those. Somebody sent me one of those hour ones, and they spent about 15 minutes on content, and then they just talked for the next 45 minutes. It's like, I appreciate the communication and collaboration, but it doesn't take an hour
to do that, yeah.
This is a quick and dirty, folks.
Mm-hmm.
You got the gist of it, and you got it, boom, 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 or you didn't. It's not if it takes you more than 15 minutes, then, you don't know what you're doing. I mean, that's it's clear. You're just stammering around hoping something good comes out of it. Usually it does. I'm not into that. 15 minutes is fine with me. If you run a little over that, that's fine. A little under that, that's fine. But I mean, this is not rocket science here. I mean, there's a rubric that clearly tells you what you have to have, and then there's a rubric that clearly says what you're looking for in your peer review.
Yes.
Package. I mean, it's as cut and dry as it can be. It takes me longer to explain it than it does for y'all to do it. I mean, I'm not as eloquent as I need to be.
Yeah.
But, they're really easy to do. I mean, even a written one takes 4 or 5 minutes, and then you read one and you comment, takes 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, my idea here is this wasn't going to take, this is supposed to be maybe 30 minutes.
Toby, stop.
Did something happen to the sound?
Yeah, my sound is, I can't hear. And
Dr.
we heard
Lamb,
your dog.
we
Is that your dog?
No, it's not my dog.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That was
Her
my dog.
barking and growling and all kind of stuff.
That sounds like a big dog.
He's actually 20 pounds.
Oh, it's your dog. Oh, I thought it was Stephanie's dog.
I have a little small
My
dog.
neighbor came home and he was not liking it.
So we've lost Dr. Lamb sound, right?
I think
Yes.
My dog does not make a loud sound.
Oh,
I was wondering, I was like, Kibbles is making all of that noise?
No, he's not.
I was like, what is, I sent you a text and I said, would you stop your dog from making noise?
I'm sorry, Toby.
Okay. I thought it was your dog, Stephanie.
You know, I got a little yip dog.
But it kept barking, and I was like, that sounds like your dog who barks at for
I
nothing.
had to go and find my charger because my battery was going low.
Yeah, mine too.
Uh-oh, we lost Dr. Lamb. I'm glad things got reduced to one peer review because Lord have mercy.
So can we do our formal peer review? Can that be for somebody in our group?
Yeah, well, I guess it would have to
Use
be.
the one that we did last semester? Because we've done all of these, haven't we?
I was thinking,
I thought the same
I
thing.
was going to ask him the exact same thing that I thought. I was like, we did, but
Yeah.
I didn't want. I wanted to reduce the screen.
He's still talking.
Go back
Can
to
y'all
my
hear
full
me?
screen and look.
Yes.
yeah, we can hear
That's
you.
what I was about to do.
So am I back on the air?
Yes.
You back on the air.
Good.
You're gone.
Uh-oh.
Cash. Oh, okay. Because you were too quiet. Come here. You were too quiet, so I had to make sure you're doing this. Oh, okay.
Are we there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how long it's going to stay. I don't know what. I was picking up some outside interference, and so we'll see if it'll stay now, if you can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see if I can get back to where we were. All right. So, back to course overview. Holler if you lose me again, holler. So peer reviews, again, go to the new Mels candidate handbook. It has a session on peer review if you need to in there. A primer on those. There are the dates. The dates are in over here in the sessions also, starting with session 5 through 10. If you click on those, you'll see the dates. Okay. All right, back to course overview. All right, what else have we covered? All right. I've already covered required text. All right. All right, can y'all see me?
Yes.
All right, you see the book I'm holding up?
Yes.
Now, yeah.
Not working again.
You lost volume.
I hope he's not gonna say don't buy that book.
I know. I just ordered it.
Got it.
But that book was like 100 and something, like 93 bucks or something like that. I rented it. I didn't even buy it.
I found it on Amazon. It was like 50 to rent.
Oh yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah. So.
Am I back again?
Yeah.
All right, buy that book.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Buy that book. I can hear y'all talking. Buy that book. You see this one?
Yes.
Yes.
See this one? Buy this book too.
Okay.
All right. Make sure you get the right ones. The reason I brought them.
You're gone again.
Phone.
Oh my God, what am I doing?
Can Tabitha and Whitney hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Hi.
Good to put faces with all the names I've seen for the last year and a half.
Yes. It is.
Yeah.
And I have all your stuff memorized that I've read.
That is one of the things I liked about the Zoom sessions over the summer was I felt like I finally got to know people a little bit more.
Yes. I
Yeah.
agree.
I still talk to my Zoom group from the summer.
Yeah.
Cool.
What did I miss coming in late? Dr. Lamb, can you hear us? So Dr. Lamb, you're going to have to write everything backwards and hold it up so we can read it.
Get
Let's see what you
subtitles.
got.
So we just have to do one formal written peer review per paper
Okay.
instead of two.
Has anybody asked about the fact, like a lot of these things that we're supposed to do this year, we've already done. Is that okay?
I haven't gotten him his volume back to find out.
I guess I'm worried I have to rewrite things.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I have made Whitney the host. I'm gonna see if that.
Lost it again.
But if you go to Zoom session 5, that's where all the groups are.
Can you
Okay.
hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, I've got my volume turned down low. I'll see if that'll help. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Jason's question, what work were you talking about you've already done, Jason?
Well, and looking ahead at, like we've done a lot of the APPTEL, and I mean, we've done the bulk of what's been.
No, you don't have to do it again. If you've already done it, just submit it for review. And if you've already submitted it for review, just submit it in task stream. Just keep going. Don't let me
Okay.
slow you down.
Oh, okay.
Some of our stuff have even, I mean, a lot of my stuff has been evaluated.
Good.
And get
Good.
a number and everything.
Good.
Do we resubmit that then to you to get another grade? Or?
Yeah, you put it in assignment Dropbox.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
Just
not
put it in assignment Dropbox. If you've already done it, just drop it in there. If it's
So
already
that's-
peer reviewed, we'll skip that peer review. No, we don't recover any ground.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That's right there.
Yeah.
That was so worth getting on this Zoom session for. Right
Of
now.
course it was. All right, let's see. Back to meeting and let me see.
So if we've done it, we don't have to peer review it either?
Oh.
Ah,
We lost you. We really want to hear that answer.
I know.
Because I'm like, I love this semester.
Yeah.
If we've done it and
The
we've
summer was
already peer reviewed it with our peers, with the last group of the summer.
Right.
Yeah,
If we have a new group, do we still have to do it? If some of them didn't, I would assume they've done it because we should be in the same
Right.
courses,
All
right?
right. That I should be back again. I see my
Yeah.
voice is. Let me turn this down a little bit. Y'all still hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. If you've already done the work when you get together in your groups, anything that's already been peer reviewed and submitted, you don't have to redo again.
do we have to peer review someone else's though?
If theirs hasn't been peer reviewed, you will.
Okay.
But if
Okay.
yours has already been peer reviewed and submitted in task stream, then the people in your group, they get, you get that week off.
How do we know if theirs have been peer reviewed?
They'll tell you. You just ask them. That's
So what
why
do we?
that's why I set the groups up so you know who to ask.
Okay.
Okay. What do we do for the Zoom session then?
Now, if everybody's already done it, you just send me an email that you don't have to do one this week. I'll trust you.
Cool.
I mean, we can send you our peer reviews too, but
Yeah, you can send if you got them. You can send those to me.
okay.
If you've already got a written peer review of one of those components that is required this semester, you can just go ahead and submit it now.
Okay.
I'm not interested in you redoing any work.
Okay.
But we don't have to resubmit anything in test stream.
If you've already submitted it, I
There's
wouldn't.
a grade, right?
No, there is no resubmission. You know, if you've done it one time and you're ahead, then you're in good shape.
Okay.
Everything's good.
But we still just put it in an assignment Dropbox though.
I'm at Dropbox.
Okay.
That's why I said I don't have a requirement that you peer review everybody's in discussion board because everybody won't have something to do. If something comes in and you want to, but you got to put you got to put your stuff in assignment Dropbox from previous semesters. If you already have it, just put it in assignment Dropbox. If all three of you on a group 1 week have already had your work peer reviewed, then you don't have to do a session that week. So that's the notion here is I've set up a format where if you don't have work done, you can get it done. And if you do, you move on, you drop it in the assignment Dropbox and you're done. Very self-directed that way. I'll be here every week. I'll be available.
We lost you.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Am I back on now?
Yes.
All right. I think the dog barking.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was Steffi's dog.
It's not my doggy. Tab, you hurt Kibble's feelings.
No, I was like, gosh, Kibble sounds so big now.
But Kibble, she gave you a compliment, okay?
Well, that's good. All right. That answered a lot for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we need to pay attention to the new handbook?
No, he said that we're a part of the old handbook.
Okay.
If you have questions about Zoom, you can look in that handbook because he said that it's like really detailed and laid out.
Okay. Because I made the mistake of looking at the new handbook.
So did I.
Anxiety level went up.
Yes. Yes.
You.
Soon as I saw those assignments, my blood pressure went up. The summer was brutal. Oh my God.
I was just about to say that. I thought I
Yes.
couldn't have another class like the summer and
Oh no.
Maybe
No.
teaching
And my group was like, we have to do an hour. We have to do an hour. I was like, oh, that's just,
my group was like 15 minutes and we were done.
Yes, miles.
And they took it all the way to an hour. So I said, you all are some serious overachievers. Which is not bad, but I was like an hour to do a peer review. It's.
That's not stupid. Am I back on now?
Yeah.
All right. To answer Jason's question, and y'all already answered it. I only don't let that scare you. I only put the new handbook in for Zoom. It's a great outline of how to do Zoom reviews in there. That's the only thing y'all need to be interested in. I hesitate to put it in there, but I don't like to copy other people's work, so it's in there.
Okay.
Y'all to see. All right. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me share back to this.
Name is too short. Arnold Squad. No, hold up. No, Arnold Squad. No cap spaces. No description.
No password, 2 hours long, preparation time.
Okay.
All right, Irma's fine. Did you tell
All right. The syllabus is here. It has your turn-in dates for all of your task stream work. Tabitha, you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It has all your turn-in dates and all of the course policies and university policies. The weekly schedule, what I have under the weekly schedule is all of your activities that you will do weekly again. The only thing that's time critical is your your evidence artifact work, both for task stream and for Blackboard. But this work, it's up to you when you get it in. I would say try to stay up, but that's kind of up to you. Let's look at the weekly schedule. Again, I apologize for the audio this afternoon. Let's see if the weekly schedule will pop up here.
Bro, David, that's it. Oh, I thought that was the David. I know.
Can y'all hear him?
Hello, am I back again?
Yep.
All right, let me try it that low. Can you still hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you can see the weekly schedule, I have the modules, the readings, and the discussion boards, and I also have the dates for all your evidence artifact work over on the right. So here are all your weekly assignments. Again, you turn those into discussion board. I don't do a week-to-week deal. Can y'all still hear me?
Mhm.
I don't do a week-to-week deal. If you do weeks 1 and 2 the first week, that's fine. If you do weeks 1 and 2 the second week, don't do anything the first week, that's okay too. Just make sure you stay on time with your evidence artifact work. Students have complained in the past that it was hard to stay on time because of work and family obligations for both of them. The one that's most important is the evidence artifact work. So I don't do one of those works only available Sunday night at midnight till Sunday night at midnight. I don't do that. You're self-directed on that. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
Good. All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Where exactly do we find the modules at?
Under weekly schedule.
That's okay. I mean, Luke.
Okay.
Right here, go to your main page and go to weekly schedule. And it has all your modules in it right there. Anybody hear that?
Yeah.
Good. That's where it is. So you basically work off your weekly schedule,
Mhm.
and then you put all the work that you do in either discussion board or assignment Dropbox or both. Discussion board.
Okay, I get it now. I was thinking from 601, there were the modules that we could actually like go open up and look at
Yeah.
in Black. That's what I thought. I thought they were like modules we went and looked at, but you're just calling those assignment, that part of a module.
That's correct.
Okay.
Like all reading, right?
And I have all your readings that go along with that module. Some modules last more than a week. And so they're all right there. You just tells you what to do. And then your assignments, these get scrambled. They won't stay in order for some reason. But they're all, here's where all your discussion board questions are. This is where you post your responses. I see that I have 13 unread posts that came in today while I was working on another project. And I also have a place in here if you have questions that you can ask me any questions that you want on discussion board. That's on the second page. So you put all your work on discussion board and assignment Dropbox. I'll cover assignment Dropbox again. Y'all see assignment Dropbox? Did I lose you again?
No, we got you still.
All right. Can you see assignment Dropbox?
No.
No, we're just on full-blown Zoom.
Okay. Let me go back here and go back to share screen. Desktop, share screen.
We lost you.
I think we might lose Dr. Lamb's sound. It seems like when he goes away from Zoom, like does stuff like this. I don't know, maybe not.
Share screen.
Am I back again?
Yep.
Yeah. I think part of the problem is my internet connection. We're experiencing storms in the
What? Second place? Dude, had me to the bowlers and 11 footprints. Bro, I'm about to lose for my own tournament.
You don't have any homework, Jake? You have anything?
I did.
Is that you?
Go back on it. I'm already in fourth place.
Hello, am I back? Yeah. All right. I think we've got storm.
Oh, lost you again. We can hit. Oh, maybe not.
And he doesn't, he can't even join, so I don't know why.
Hello. We've got storms in the area. I think I'm back again.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's my problem is the storms in the area but anyway, weekly schedule is where you need to go to pick up your modules, what's due in discussion board and what, task stream work.
Oh, bro, I'm about to wreck.
You're gone.
I'm about to wreck. Yeah,
Dr. Lamb, can you hear us? Can you hear us? I'm pretty sure I might be speaking for the group here, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling all of us really want what we wanted answered. You answered was that question about if we had already finished artifact.
I'm going to get ready to wrap up here. I'm going to get struck by lightning, I'm afraid, anyway. But you got most of the questions answered. I'll post this. I'm sure it's going to be a mess for somebody to try to watch. But I'll try to cover all of this again next week, hopefully, as we go into the session. Hopefully, we won't lose sound next week. But
And we're going at 7, right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to log off, everybody, because I got 2 little boys that are just about at their wits' end. So.
Have a good night.
Bye.
7 o'clock is definitely good for me too from here on out.
Great. All right. If you don't have a copy of the peer review process, it's right here on the menu. Your assignment Dropbox, look at those, look at discussion boards. They're related to the weekly schedule. Again, stay on track with your evidence artifact work. Your weekly assignments is up to you. The syllabus has all the policies. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, and hopefully next week our video and audio will be better. So thank you all for joining me this afternoon. I'm going to sign off now. Everybody have a good week.
Thanks, Dr. Lamb.
Are you going to end the meeting because it still says I'm the host?
Yeah, I'll stop it.
Okay.